And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On third down, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable here from the 38. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Get ready. Blue 95.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Palmer now. Screen play. Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down, Palmer. Wilson snags it left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Touchdown Cardinals. Jermaine Gresham as the first half is winding down, and the Cardinals will extend their lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Palmer. It's caught left side by John Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. And quickly, they get to the line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And he locates Luke Wilson. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. You can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Fresh set of downs here. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. On second down, here's Palmer. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Let's go.
On third down, Palmer. And Wilson has it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
From the gun, it's Palmer. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it.
Let's go, let's go. 1-18.
On third and goal, Palmer. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Luke Wilson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he puts it through. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. First down, this is Rawls. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 23 yards on the play.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now Wilson steps away to his left. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Now Wilson on second down. He's got time. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dayon Buchanan able to drop him for a loss of a couple. On second down, Wilson can't find anyone open. This will be caught at about the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And the offense in a great spot. It's first and goal from the 3. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. And they're going to speed things up here.
Well, they have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the fourth quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They come out here in the I. They'll go with Procise. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Palmer. Wilson snags it left side. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Palmer gives to Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, Palmer.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
7 yards remain now on third down.
Let's go, let's go. Blue 95.
Now it's Palmer. Shreds the tackle. Finding time. Now Palmer's hit. Fumble. He loses the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
And a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. To throw is Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
On third down, Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Palmer to throw on second down. It's complete to Brown, right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 5 yards to go.
Here we go.
From the gun on third down, it's Palmer. And this is going to be incomplete. And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on third down. Now Palmer on third and long. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a first down.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
That is caught. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So now it's first and goal. On the ground, Rawls. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And his kick is right through. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. J.J. Nelson now to return. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Second down now after the incompletion. Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go. 1-18.
Second and 10. It's Palmer again. Flushed out right. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. Offense trying to avoid stalling out. Facing a 3rd and 10. Brown, the lone receiver, left. On third down, Palmer. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And out now come the Seahawks. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And my goodness, another interception. A great, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play, a pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They start on the ground with Rawls. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down. Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head, Might have caused him to drop it.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And that is incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and it's 4th down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining in this contest. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,